The benefit of a comprehensive brand book is to drill down into the language that you would use, words you would or wouldn't say. It would include your core messages, so you have a foundation for consistent content and messaging. Your messages would speak about the core benefits you offer and what your competition provides in comparison. These messages are founded on your positioning, your vision, mission, and values, so they constantly reinforce the difference that you make to your audience's lives, the value that you offer. Your brand book should detail all this work, including your key competitors, your positioning and messaging, and also your own brand archetype and personality, as well as your audience's archetype too. You see, your communications need to reinforce the outcomes you bring to people and to communicate with your audience in appropriate ways, such as talking about the product or service, what it will do for the customer, what it will make them feel. You see, you would also have your brand story, which is actually not your story as such. It is your customer's story, their fears, their dreams, their obstacles, and the guidance that you can provide. It's not about your reasons for setting up your business, which I had actually wrongly assumed was what the brand story needed to focus on. You see, even though I'd been through several branding exercises, they never discussed this aspect of business with me. This is a widespread area of misunderstanding in branding, knowing how to talk to your audience from the perspective of the value your product or service brings to their lives, the outcomes they can expect from using your product or story gives you a framework of consistency and cohesion to your messaging. By recording this information in your brand book, you then have a valuable tool to ensure your customer's personality is conveyed in a way that will always be recognizable and distinctly attributable to your brand. This should help in driving sales and making your brand more valuable. Byron Sharp, in his book How Brands Grow, highlights the importance of the brand being available to buy wherever your customer is looking to make a purchase and being remembered for past interactions they may have had with your brand. That's the reason to strive for consistent use of brand elements, such as in your ad campaigns. Simple messages that cut through for your business, bearing in mind the limitations of the human mind for taking in more and more information are essential. Our minds just can't cope unless the messages we receive are simple ones that fit with what our minds already know and accept. Therefore, we have to simplify our messages and then simplify them some more if we want to be heard. It is also important to repeat messages in various different ways, such as in customer testimonials, case studies, and other updates, so that the material that has the best chance of getting cut through to your audience is seen by them. For similar reasons, it's important to make sure your brand elements are all recognizable across different platforms and activities. What a brand book should include is very diverse. It should, for example, include a brand style sheet section that is purely focused on the visual aspects of the brand. so that you use the brand identity consistently. This should include use of the logo, color palette, and anything core to the identity, as well as guidelines for how to use brand elements consistently on social media, everything else that you decide upon as part of your brand strategy. My experience with brand guidelines is that they're not always comprehensive enough in scope to guide other people who work for you in the different situations when the brand needs to be used, so that it's very likely it will then not be used in a consistent way. So as well as dealing in how to use the logo and typography, which they all do, you would expect to also see not only photos, illustrations, graphics, but also templates incorporating use of imagery and explanations as to when and how to use them, edit them, which colors to place them with on social media or on campaigns, on Facebook or other ads. In conclusion, the brand book should help you to use your strategic thinking to drive your business forward, and to do so by achieving brand consistency. Among other things, the brand book should help you to write your communications, be it press releases, emails, blog posts, or advertising campaigns, and provide guidance to your marketers, sales teams, and any other departments that will be involved in messaging and communications around your brand. You'll then have a roadmap to inform your business decisions day to day.